This is the Waterdrop X12-Alkaline Reverse Osmosis System. My first impression was simple. It's fast, it's compact, and it tastes noticeably better than my tap. I moved to this unit because I wanted an under-sink RO that wouldn't eat my cabinet space and could keep up with a big family schedule. I've been using it daily, and I've had the full experience, from installation headaches to that satisfying moment when your coffee suddenly tastes cleaner and smoother. Look and feel. The main unit looks like a modern white rectangle that belongs in a clean kitchen setup. It's tankless, which matters because there's no big barrel taking up room under the sink. The footprint is slim, about 18.2 by 625 by 16.72 inches, so I still have storage space for cleaning supplies. The filters face forward, which is the right call. I can pop them out with a twist without wrestling the unit. The integrated waterway design also means fewer tubes and less clutter. I appreciate that visual order under the sink. The faucet is where opinions split. It's sleek, digital, and very modern, with a tiny screen that shows TDS and filter life. It also does set volume pours, which I use constantly. But the look is chrome or black matte modern only. In my kitchen with brass hardware, it clashes. Also, mine loosened over time and needed extra tightening. Manageable, but not what I expected at this price. Experience installation was not a half-hour DIY for me. It took me hours. I had to drill the countertop for the faucet, install the drain saddle, and then deal with power. This system needs a constant, unswitched outlet. My undersink outlet was on the garbage disposal switch, so I had to get an electrician to change that. The hoses are color-coded, and the instructions are okay, but I still ended up cross-checking videos. If you're not comfortable with plumbing and power, budget for help. When it's running, the flow is wild. It fills small glasses in a few seconds, and big pots fast enough that I stop thinking about it. From my experience, a 6-oz cup takes around 4 seconds. That speed is the highlight and the annoyance. If I put a short glass under it, the first burst can splash. I learned to angle the glass or use a bigger container. I later added a small pressure tank to my fridge line, and that seemed to soften the initial surge at the faucet a bit. Noise-wise, it has a low hum while it's filtering and during auto flush cycles. It's not loud, but I hear it in a quiet kitchen. It fades into the background after a week. On the water itself, the taste is where the X12 shines. The RO membrane is rated to 0.0001 micron, and the system runs 11 stages, including an auto-sensing UV light. The water comes out clean, and the remineralization stage adds back calcium and magnesium. That raises the pH to around 7.5 in my tests, which gives a smoother taste. I won't claim health effects here. Marketing talks about bone support, but I can't verify that. What I can say is my coffee and tea both taste less bitter, and there's zero chlorine smell now. I like that this unit is certified by IMO R&T against NSF ANSI 42, 58, and 372. In short, that covers taste, odor reduction, RO performance like TDS reduction, and lead-free materials. The brand also mentions SGS testing for stuff like PFOA, PFOS, chlorine, fluoride, arsenic, and lead. Those certifications give me more confidence than just a brochure promise. I ran into a couple of head scratchers. The TDS reading on the faucet is lower than my handheld meter. That's likely because the system adds minerals for taste, and the built-in sensor may interpret that differently. The listing even notes the WDF1A alkaline filter can nudge TDS up slightly. That doesn't mean contamination, it just means dissolved minerals are back in the water by design. For me, taste and consistency matter more than a raw number. The UV light is there for extra peace of mind, but I have a practical question about how effective UV can be with such fast flow. UV needs a certain contact time to neutralize microorganisms. At this speed, that window is tiny. I treat the UV as a bonus rather than a primary disinfection layer. I also looked into third-party lab reports and found one that detected trace antimony in the X12's filtered water that wasn't in the source water, reportedly coming from RO membrane support materials. The concentration cited in that report exceeded a strict health guideline but remained below the EPA's legal limit. In my opinion, that's something to be aware of, especially if you're sensitive to any metal exposure. I haven't personally lab tested my water for antimony yet, but I plan to. If this concerns you, order a mail-in lab kit and verify. Maintenance has been the easy part. The filters twist out and in with no tools. The system auto-shuts water during swaps, and then I reset the life counter and run a flush cycle. The RO element is rated up to 24 months depending on usage and water quality. My main caution is availability. I had a moment where a replacement was out of stock online. Now I keep a spare set on hand. Key features that matter most to me are the speed, up to 1200 GPD, the 3-to-1 pure-to-drain ratio, the tankless footprint, the smart faucet with quantitative dispensing, and the simple filter changes. The 3:1 ratio is actually efficient for RO. Older systems used to waste a lot of water, and this one keeps waste lower. The unit is BPA-free, which I appreciate. The points I like and focus on daily revolve around performance and convenience. From my experience, the speed changes how I use filtered water at home. I fill stock pots without thinking, I hit 12 ounces on the faucet and walk away to grab coffee grounds, and I have easy peace of mind with certifications behind it. The taste is consistently clean with a pleasant mineral profile. I also love that I got back cabinet space thanks to the Tankless design. The integrated waterway setup is tidy and has fewer connections that could leak. There are trade-offs. Installation required more effort than the marketing suggests. The faucet is modern-only in style and can loosen, so check it occasionally. The pump hum is audible. Very small cups can splash if you're not careful. Customer support was a bit slow the one time I needed help troubleshooting a water quality question. And the antimony conversation is real, so do your homework if that's on your radar. It's perfect for larger households, serious home cooks, or anyone sick of waiting for drips from older RO systems. If you host often, or you want filtered water for both the sink and the fridge without lugging jugs, this makes daily life easier. I'd recommend this for people comfortable with DIY plumbing or willing to hire out installation, people who value speed and taste, and anyone who needs the space savings of a tankless design. If you're renting and can't drill, if you need a traditional-looking faucet, or if pump noise will bug you, I'd look twice and plan around those points. In my opinion, Waterdrop nailed the core experience, fast, tasty, and smart, while leaving room to polish the faucet mounting, documentation, and stocking of filters. The certifications add credibility, and the alkaline remineralization feels intentional rather than gimmicky once you've tasted it. I'll keep using mine and keep a spare filter set on the shelf. I'll also continue to spot check with my own meter and send a lab test if I ever see anything odd. In conclusion, the Waterdrop X12-Alkaline Mineral pH Plus Reverse Osmosis System is a strong choice if you want high output, compact design, and better tasting water right at the sink. Know that installation can be a project. Accept the modern faucet style and be mindful of the antimony discussion. If those trade-offs make sense for you, this system delivers daily satisfaction every time you turn the handle. If this video helped, subscribe for more real-world gear reviews and leave a comment with your questions or your own experience with the X12. Thank you for watching.